friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking specifically into a no contact and or separation situation, what they wish you knew. And I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is the Supernova Tarot, and pile number two is the Tarot Disassembled. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And when pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the pile's messages do resonate. There is going to be an extended for this reading today. So let's take a look at what you can expect in the extended today, okay? So the first question that we're going to be looking into is, what regrets are they carrying? The second, we're going to be pulling out some message cards from their heart. We are also going to be looking into what to expect next from them, some timing and some additional guidance, all right? Details about the extended is going to be there in the description box below. Now, I also do want to say, please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. Alrighty, I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi pile one, for those of you who chose the Supernova Tarot, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, come on, specifically for no contact and or separation situation. Okay, not able to handle the cards today, huh? Let's see how that reflects the energy of your reading today. They wish you knew. Hold on. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Four of Swords, Nine of Swords, spiraling. I did feel that, I mean, with everything out of control in the cards. Yeah, that was the word that came through actually, like spiraling. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. Six of Cups, okay. I also have the Oracle cards. We have the Solar Plexus chakra with Courage, I Am Possible. We have the Bloom, Creations Realized, Right Time, Harvest, Celebrate. We have Sedna, I Am Open to the Flow of Abundance from the Universe. Doubt, yes, I did get that. And we have Heated Argument. Okay, so for some of you, the heated argument is coming through a little bit differently. So it could be between the two of you, but actually the energy coming through seems to be heated argument with themselves. Like your person's very, very frustrated with themselves right now. And let's get into why, all right? So yes, there could have been a heated argument between the two of you, but somehow the interpretation that's coming to me is within themselves. Like your person's fighting with themselves. It's kind of like they want to do something and they're not able to, and they're frustrated, and they're berating themselves, they're scolding themselves, they're throwing all of that frustration back onto themselves. And I would not be surprised if they are having heated arguments with everyone around them because they are in that state. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself, so let's talk a little bit about what your person wishes you knew. This person has been thinking about you non-stop. Pile one, it's bordering on obsessively thinking, and frankly, I think that it scares your person how much they've been thinking about you, how much they've been yearning your energy. I don't think that this person expected to think this much about you when this went into no contact, or your person didn't think that this was how they were. Like, I don't think that they've ever been this way with anyone, and just thinking about you every time they're by themselves, every time they're with people, regardless of what they're doing, they're thinking about you. And it's not even like specific thoughts that are coming to my mind. It could just even be wishing you were there. Or if someone says something, then they hear it in your voice in their mind. Or if they see maybe a cup of coffee and then they say, oh, my person would have liked this. It's random thoughts of you that are coming through that don't even make sense to your person, but they are thinking. And they're spiraling because this is not who they thought they were. I think that this person, it's not that they wouldn't have felt bad about no contact or, moving on from someone, but to think this obsessively about someone, to have them intertwined so much in their everyday life, yeah, that is something that this person did not expect at all to happen to them. And that by itself is kind of causing your person to worry if there's something wrong with them. Why are they in this energy? And again, that's leading to more spiraling. So if they're already spiraling, they're already thinking so much about you that's beyond normal. And then they're worried if that means there's something wrong with them. Maybe there's, they're trying to focus on other things, but that's just not working anymore. And so your person's kind of questioning at this point, well, am I going crazy at this point? But I do have to say that this thinking that your person is going through at this point, let's say this phase that your person's going through, it's actually necessary, because I think that your person doubted how much they felt for you or for this connection. I think that they maybe thought they could move on really fast. So this phase that your person's going through is actually proving to them that there was more depth to this connection than they previously thought. And more importantly, there was a different layer of connection between the two of you, something that your person had never experienced. So everything that your person's going through at this point in time, Pal 1, it is proof. It is proof of the connection they denied. It is proof of the depth of feelings that they denied. It is even proof of how much your person resisted to feel this way, to have all of these thoughts, to a point where today your person cannot resist. It is flowing through them. And it's kind of like the dam has broken. That's kind of the energy that is coming through as well. Now let's talk a little bit about what is going on with your person, because this is what they wish you knew. But I'm also getting an additional message that this is what is happening. Your person, through the reason why they couldn't take action previously, is because they always doubted what they felt for this connection. It's possible that most of this connection could have been more 5D. So your person felt it, but their 3D self could not trust it, or they wanted tangible proof in 3D, and well, they asked and now they have it. But that proof in 3D might be, causing them to spiral a little bit. But there's a reason why your person is in this phase right now, because through this proof that's been given to them, their doubts about this connection are slowly clearing up. And as these doubts are slowly clearing up, your person's actually gaining the strength, the courage, the willpower to actually follow through on what they feel for this connection. All right. So I feel like reading this over here. I feel like reading this particular paragraph, so I will read that for you. Pal 1, I have the strength, courage, and willpower to face my fears and see my desires, dreams, and goals through to completion. So I really feel this applies to your situation right now, and especially what your person is going through, because they may have doubted this connection. They may have doubted that this was meant for them. And so there might have been a lot of push and pull, a lot of hot and cold energy that is also coming through. But one thing that is starting to become sure within them right now is that this connection has been different from every other connection they have ever experienced. And that by itself is helping your person clear out any hesitations or any doubts that they had. It's kind of like undeniable proof that your person is experiencing at this point in time. They wanted tangible proof, and there they have it. They have it right now, and I really feel with Sedna coming up, this might be the universe letting your person know the truth of their feelings and the truth of the situation between the two of you. And with Bloom coming up, I feel it's happening at the right time. Like with Bloom and Harvest and Celebrate coming through, I feel that things are aligning for you, pile one, in this connection. It might have felt like, okay, this has taken too long in this no contact, or when is my person ever going to realize? I feel like maybe you had those doubts, but trust the timing of things. There's a reason why this is unfolding right now for your person, and there's also a reason why it took this long. Like, your person had to reach a point of complete denial for them to start trusting these proofs that were coming up to them. It's kind of like the more they denied, the more stronger the proofs became in their 3D. And now it's coming to a point where they have no choice but to accept, but to recognize that this connection is beyond anything that they have ever experienced. And they downplayed the connection, the depth of the connection, I'm also hearing sanctity of the connection. And for some of you, I'm also hearing the depth of their feelings for you. This person, what they wish you knew, pile one, is that they've always had feelings for you, all right? Even during the moments that they may have suppressed it or not shown you, or were cold, or just ran away from this connection. Even through those periods, this person did have feelings for you. It's just they doubted it, they did not want to accept it, but now they have no choice but to accept it. The proof is becoming so clear to them that they have no choice. And so your person might be spinning right now in their mind because the proof is just that undeniable. So your person might be scrambling to find more evidence that it is not true, but they're not able to do that. And that by itself is causing a lot of fears, a lot of panic coming up to the surface. But through this process, your person is actually going to start trusting what they feel, or what they have always felt about this connection. So there is a reason why it took this time to get to this point. There is a reason why even this phase that your person is in, pile one, it is going to take time for your person to fully accept all the proof that they're seeing. So right now, I do feel a little bit of transitory energy where the proof is coming up to the surface and it's getting harder and harder for your person to deny. All right, so I would expect this energy to continue for a little bit, pile one. And then when it is the right time, or when your person has fully accepted all of these proofs that have, kind of been, I'm struggling there. All of these proofs that are being given by the universe to your person, once they accept that, it looks like they are coming forward. It looks like there is going to be a shift in your connection, because we do have courage coming up, and your person is going to realize that whatever doubts they had about this connection, anything is possible as long as they put their mind and heart to it, and as long as they trust what they're feeling as well. So person's recognizing that, they're realizing it as time goes, but there's still little way to get to that point. But I do see a shift in your connection. I do see your person's resistance reducing over time. And then finally, I'm hearing breaking the bond that has been, like the chains that have been holding them back, and then coming forward. There is going to be a shift in the energy of the connection with the sun coming out. Yes, and any karmic debts that your person has at this point, they're clearing it out. So maybe because of the doubts that your person had about this connection, or what they were feeling, or maybe they tried to suppress it at one point, it's possible that your person may have engaged in karmic relationships, or the universe may have sent karmic relationships to your person's life in order to teach them what was different about this connection, in order to help them understand that what they felt for this connection was completely different from any other connection that they have ever experienced. So it was probably in that contrast that your person has been realizing, and I would not be surprised if that contrast is happening right now, and your person is recognizing that they need to trust what they are feeling. Very powerful energies coming out in your reading, pile one. So I will say that your person, like, the proof is it's too big to ignore anymore. It's too big to deny as well. All right. So pile one, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. There is going to be an extended for this reading, so let's take a look at what you can expect in the extended, all right? So first off, we're going to be looking into what regrets are they carrying. We're also going to be looking into some messages from their heart. We're also going to be looking into what to expect next from them, some timing cards, as well as some additional guidance, all right? So if you are interested in the extended, the details are going to be there in the description box below. My private readings are also open at this point, so you can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips that I send, and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pile 1, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi, Pal 2. For those of you who chose the Tarot Disassembled, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty. How to specifically for contact and or separation situation. What does your person wish you knew? Okay, let's take a look. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Page of Swords, the Moon, we have Death, we have the Empress, we have the World. I also have the Oracle cards. We have the Heart Chakra with openness, I give. We have the Mystic Rose. We have Vesta. We have Love Confession. I did get that energy. We have regret coming through. Okay, what does your person wish you knew? How to? There are a lot of things unsaid in this connection. I think that it's not just on your person's end. I think that there were some things that maybe you wanted to tell your person, but you couldn't. Maybe because you felt your person wasn't open enough to hear what you had to say, or maybe you didn't think it was going to lead to anything, so you decided it was just not worth bringing it up or not worth sharing your feelings. Your person recognizes that there were opportunities in the past for you both to talk through things, to share more openly about what each of you felt about this connection. This could have been a connection with a false start. This could have been a connection where things started out very intensely and then maybe both of you couldn't catch up with what you felt, or maybe you didn't feel secure in what you felt in order to pursue it in 3D. That's also another message that's coming through. But there's a lot of things unsaid in this connection, and maybe both of you were not ready for the depth of this connection at that point in time. Maybe both of you were in different places in your life. Maybe this connection was not something that both of you were expecting at that point in time, and maybe both of you needed some time to reflect upon the connection, to mentally, emotionally, maybe even physically prepare yourselves for this connection. I am getting a lot of different situations coming through, but the common theme for all of you is that the no contact that started out between the two of you, it feels, how do I say it? There wasn't any hostility. You know, it feels like it just slipped into no contact because of the amount of things that both of you just never got around to telling each other. And maybe at one point your person thought that it wasn't the right time to tell you what they wanted to tell, and it's a love confession. Like, that energy is coming through very, very strongly. Maybe at one point your person thought that this wouldn't lead to anything. Maybe they didn't trust this connection. Maybe they didn't know how you felt. whatever it was, there's a lot of things that are hidden between the two of you, and it doesn't feel like intentionally hiding to hurt someone. No, that's not the energy that's coming through. It's intentionally or sometimes even unintentionally hiding because either you didn't think it was the right time, you didn't feel secure enough, you thought the other person, maybe there were different goals at that point in time, whatever the reasons may be, at that point in time, it felt legit, and it felt necessary to withhold these thoughts. The energy that is coming with your person, it's kind of like they're wondering, why did we ever do that? And it feels like a very we energy, pal, too. So it looks like your person recognizes that you also have withheld certain things from them in terms of your feelings for them. And they're recognizing that that wasn't the way to go. Like, it's led both of you down a path where there's such depth to your emotions for each other, but you're not able to express it to each other. And so that by itself, I'm feeling very sad within me, Paltu, and I feel like I'm tapping into your person's energy. I think that they think a lot about what was left unspoken between the two of you, and there's just this deep longing within them to talk to you, to tell you everything that they have suppressed. I would not be surprised if these words have been suppressed for years altogether. Paltu, that energy is coming through, or maybe it's just the strength of what they want to tell you. That also, it could be it. It could be the time, or it could be the intensity, and could also be both as well, given we have death coming through. It's kind of like your person doesn't want this dynamic to continue between the two of you because it is hurting the two of you. As much as both of you maybe have gone your separate ways, there's still a lack of closure in this connection, and both of you feel tied to this connection because there's just so much that has been unsaid between the two of you. There is communication coming through from this person, Paltu, that is absolutely definite. This person wants to put everything out on the table rather than just keeping it within themselves. They're not sure what would happen, like what would happen, like in the sense, maybe you don't feel the same way and maybe it's done and over, or this could lead to a new beginning between the two of you. Your person doesn't know what is going to be the result of them confessing everything that's been in their heart, everything that they haven't spoken up until now. But they're coming to a point where keeping it within them hurts them even more than you not knowing it, or it hurts them even more than if they were to tell you and you didn't feel the same way and this ended. It's very, very painful for your person to keep all of this within them at this point in time, and it's an internal choice. I am at a loss for words because of the depth that is coming through. There's just so much of sadness. I feel like I'm going to start crying, and I by myself am completely okay, Paltu, but I really feel it's helplessness on your person's end, and they don't want to be in this energy of withholding, of not saying the things that they wanted to say, and I feel they want to come forward with just an open-hearted energy, just tell you everything that is in their heart, because this is hurting them, this is also hurting you. There is going to be some kind of closure happening for your connection, Paltu. For some of you, maybe you have moved on. Maybe there is no space for this connection anymore. Maybe this connection, this person doesn't align with who you are today. And that's also completely okay, Paltu. But there is going to be completion happening within this connection. That energy is coming through very, very strongly, and it's coming through your person, Paltu. So they will be coming forward and telling you everything that was left unspoken between the two of you. For some of you, that is going to be, maybe at one point you wondered whether you were crazy for thinking, that this person felt the same way. So maybe for some of you, that is going to be the confirmation that you get, that that your intuition was right on point, and maybe that signifies closure on your end. For some of you, maybe you are waiting for this new beginning, or maybe, I wouldn't say waiting because that felt weird for me to say that, but maybe you had given up on this connection, and this renewal you had always felt that there was something unfinished about your story with this person, and maybe this person coming in might renew things between the two of you. Either way, there is a cycle closing out between the two of you where this dynamic of keeping things hidden out of fear, out of insecurities, yeah, that's closing out. And your person is more and more ready as the days go by to tell you every single thing that they did not tell you up until now. It's kind of like every doubt that you had about this connection, or every doubt that you had about what this person felt in the past, all those answers are coming to you from this person, Paltu. You may have received those answers through divine, but there might have been a part of you that did not trust it. That's also the energy that's coming through. But you kept going. I mean, I think that you have kept going despite not having closure in this connection. I think that you have made peace with how things ended between the two of you. But you are going to get those answers in 3D from this person, Paltu. And your person's done fighting with themselves and not telling you what they feel, their thoughts about this connection, about you, what they truly want out of their life, out of this connection, and with you as well. This person has a lot of love for you, Paltu. Like, it is deep. It is very, very deep. But for whatever the circumstances were that this person could not tell you in the past, either those situations have resolved, or with the Seven of Wands coming up, your person no longer cares. They just want to tell you what they feel. They need to get it out of them, because the pain of holding it in is something that they cannot take anymore. It's reached peak level. And for your person as well, this would be closure, either a new beginning or just even telling you what they feel, even if you don't respond in the way that they want you to, because I think that this person does want a future with you. They want this connection. But even if you don't want it, that would still be closure. That would still be less pain than what your person is going through right now, keeping it all in. It's very intense energy coming through, and there is a confession coming your way. Whatever answers you are looking for, you're getting it from this person. And it looks like very fast moving energy. I'm like, it's fast. It's really fast, because they can't handle it anymore. I want to get you one message or any advice, anything that wants to come through, because the message is so clear in your reading today, Paltu. That's it. That's pretty much it. Your person's coming in to tell you. And you're going to get closure. There is going to be a cycle ending between the two of you. A lot of regret. Yes, see, we have Five of Cups. This is coming from a place of deep regret, of not telling you when they had the chance to. Maybe your person regrets opportunities lost. Maybe your person feels that maybe things could have started up between the two of you much before, if only they had the courage to tell you what they felt. That's also another message that's coming through. And then another message that's coming through is, they're like, but it's not too late now. I can still come forward. I can still let them know. I do feel majority of you want this person back, because it's too strong not to be mutual, what I'm feeling within me. But maybe you're hesitating. Maybe too much time has passed. You don't know if both of you can rekindle this. There might be some doubts on your end as well. However you feel, recognize it. Paltu, don't suppress it, all right? It's okay to feel what you're feeling. Take some time to work through it. Don't shame yourself for feeling a certain way. Don't feel guilty as well for feeling a certain way. But yeah, this person's coming in, Paltu. This is very short energy. I'm a bit like stumped, because it might even be just literally after you click off this reading. It's that fast. The regret is too much for your person to hold within them, and they're coming in. Whatever answers you were looking for, every single moment that you were getting messages in 5D, but you thought maybe you couldn't trust it, or you thought maybe you were crazy for feeling a certain way, you're going to get complete closure for that. And whether that means moving on with your life, getting those answers from your person, or moving on with this person beside you as both of you share your honest feelings with each other, that is completely dependent on your journey, and more importantly, it's dependent on what you feel aligned with. So it looks like you're leading what happens next in this connection. Your energy is what is leading, right? So I would say recognize how you feel, pile 2, and align with that. You know, you don't have to force yourself to feel a certain way, all right? But this person's coming in, it's very short energy. They're coming in with a confession, and it's big. It's big, all right? They might not say it in a way that is romantic, but they're going to be crystal clear about their thoughts, and it's going to be like they're just telling you everything that they've stuffed within them, right? That's the energy that's coming through. This is where I will leave you for today, pile 2. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. We are going to have an extended for this reading, so let's take a look at what you can expect. First off, we are going to be looking into what regrets are they carrying. We've already tapped into the regrets energy, so we're going to look into more details about what exactly possibly caused this shift within them as well, and why the sudden need to come forward. Then we have messages from their heart. All right, then we have what to expect next from them. We have some timing cards and some additional guidance coming through as well, right? So details for the extended is going to be there in the description box below. My private readings are also open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips, and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pile 2, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.